Right, it's time for Joy News Interactive, and as usual, you can join us on Joy News on TV on Facebook, on Twitter. It's also Joy News on TV. All right, so let's get on with it because Maps is here.
Hello, Izzy. How are you doing?
I'm well.
I'm good, thank you. Now, Parliament today was debating the mid-year budget statement, with the minority criticising government of what it calls failure to prudently expend the taxpayers' money. At yesterday's mid-year budget review, government abolished the luxury vehicle tax but introduced a 90 pesos per gallon tax on petrol and diesel, as well as the increment of communication service tax from 6% to 9%. Now, here's Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta speaking about the communication service tax and luxury tax.
Communication service tax. The communication service tax was introduced in 2008 at an ad valorem rate of 6%. The tax is levied on charges payable by consumers for the use of communication services. Government proposed to increase the tax. Government proposed to increase the tax to 9% to develop the foundation for the creation of a viable technology ecosystem in the country from 6%. This will comprise, among others, putting in systems to identify and combat cybercrime, protect users of information technology, and combat money laundering and other financial crimes. The increase will not be earmarked, however. The sharing ratio will be adjusted in such a manner that the National Youth Employment Program continue to receive the same proportion as they are currently receiving. Government in 2018 introduced the luxury vehicles levy to raise revenue. We have noted suggestions from the general public on the implementation of this tax, and Mr. Speaker, as a listening government, we are proposing to the House the withdrawal of the luxury tax levy. We will, Mr. Speaker, continue to improve compliance, expand the tax nets, and explore other innovative sources of raising revenue.
Well, you've been reacting to this with hashtag killer takes a tax budget. But before we go to our Facebook page, let's go to Twitter and see all of those tweets about hashtag killer tax budget. We'll start with this one from who says Leslie, who says, so this government brought about the luxury tax and now they're proposing to the House to have it scrapped off, creating a problem and solving it to look like heroes. Hashtag mid-year budget.
And Patrick Azoya says, I actually didn't care to listen to the budget yesterday, and I didn't because I knew there wasn't going to be anything new, but now I think I care. Hashtag killer tax budget. And Share Square says, government increases communication service tax by 9% in the killer tax budget. Call and data credits go run like water. Will soon start letter writing again.
This one is from Ed Saidu, who says secure digital infrastructure. What does that even mean? Just be man enough and increase the tax. Don't hide behind deceptive slogans and terms. And this one is from Eric Kojo. Okay, well, Patrick says, was there anything about employment in the budget? Tax is all I'm hearing everywhere. Now let's go to our Facebook page and see what you have been saying. This one is from Emmanuel Ose, who says, we know you guys and your competencies. We've watched you display your governing skills for 8 consecutive years, and the records are there for all to see. Give us a break.
Osman says, let us join the minority to kick against this new taxes thing. Fifi George says, as usual, say more ritual, say na adiasa. And Alfred says, everyday press conference, while the real issues are allowed to simmer on, you mean?
Okay, and this one says, Josh Kofi Sam says, in opposition, every party kicks against every increment, but as soon as the party in question gains power, the same is done. Now, Izzy, I'm sure you know about Skopatumana. It was a trend, yes? It was a Instagram trend where people would post their videos singing Skopatumana.
The Skopatumana challenge.
Yes. Well, now Twitter has also gained and started the trend. Well, Skopatumana, it doesn't really mean anything. But Ghanaians have started typing Skopatumana, which actually means what is your opinion on this matter. So it's been trending on Twitter. So what they do is that they write Skopatumana, and maybe, for example, let's see if we can get the example so that you can understand this picture better. Like this one, 3 weeks in a relationship, but fed up already. Hashtag Skopatumana. So it's like Skopa, like it's an expression that, you know, the tweeps are using.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Let's see if we can get more of that. Skopatumana. Okay.
And says, actually, I was told that this Skopatumana means an inside joke, but what that father did, an upside down joke.
So it's an inside joke. Skopatumana, then like the Yankee people always them drag the Skopatumana, just go by lost, then appear for some Swedru junction. So if you don't have Twitter, well, you have Twitter, right? But also it depends on the people you're following. So they'll write Skopatumana, like the one example, they put pimples. And they said Skopatumana. And then they just said, just mind your business. Stop telling me that I've got pimples. So it doesn't really make sense. The same way when Skopatumana really doesn't make sense, yes. But another trend that's been going is the Already Challenge. And we've got this cute little boy who's part of the Already Challenge, who's a big Shatawale fan.
How old is he?
He's about like 5 years old. And he's participating in the Already Challenge. As you can see, he's a big Shatawale fan. He also kind of speaks like him.
It's obvious.
Yeah. All right, but that is it for Joy News Interactive. You know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV, and I am Mufito Sigidi.
And I'm Israel. Thank you very much for watching. You have a good night.